with the rain and the cold and the wind, which, mind you, not even that cold. But it's saying I'm going to get 43 miles on an 80% charge. It's the worst range I've ever gotten out of this car. That really sucks. It is a rainy day in the Leaf today. Yesterday was such a nice day, and I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the weather, but this specifically has to do with the car. That yesterday was sort of like a perfect day for battery consumption. The consumption was great yesterday. Got plenty of mileage. Was able to drive around town a little more than I usually do, all I think because of the weather and how, it was like 60 degrees, wasn't super windy. Today I have ran the heater, I've got the windshield wipers on. Not super windy, but definitely feel like I'm driving into something, and it's just a little bit different feeling of weather today, and as such, I can already tell consumption is down today. It is about 10 degrees cooler right now than it was yesterday morning. The temperature is not going to change throughout the rest of the day, so it's going to be like this the rest of the day. It's going to be an interesting thing to see. I haven't really had to drive much in rain in this car. A couple times, not to the point where I've sort of followed along and noticed what exactly was happening with the battery consumption, but today we're experiencing it full out, and it's kind of interesting. It's been fun to see this morning. I think yesterday morning after my drive I was around like 57% battery. Today I'm going to be about right at 50 when I stop, so pretty different from day to day, which is very interesting. But in terms of just getting around in the rain, the weight of the car is nice. I don't feel a lot of the pull and puddles that I would in my light little Chevy that I was driving. So really liking the experience. It sucks that it's such a shitty day. It is Valentine's Day. It's also pitchers and catchers report day for spring training, which is exciting. I'm going to meet the wife and kid for dinner, and we're going to try to get into a restaurant. We don't have reservations. It's Valentine's Day. It's probably not a great idea, but hopefully it works out. Cars are stopping in the middle of the street. Unsure of what has happened here. Got no clue what's happening. We're just stopped and stuck. There's a school bus up there. People honking for some unknown reason. Oh man, it's just backed up. Wow. Holy shit. This never backs up here. I've never much cared for Valentine's Day as a holiday. It was my mom's birthday, and so we always celebrated that and would do something for her birthday and then some add-on thing for Valentine's Day. Usually we'd go out for dinner, and I don't know, my mom was into hearts because of the Valentine's Day thing, so it made gift giving pretty easy. But I've always thought of it more as a birthday than a holiday, even though I do always seem to want to give gifts to significant others, and I always want it to at least feel a little bit special for my wife, but we don't really do much, so I guess it's kind of a true, we treat it kind of like a true Hallmark holiday. But we are going to go get dinner, so that's good. But anyway, happy birthday, Mom. I miss you. So yeah, that's what the day is for me. The rain has ended for the day, and it is having driven the car in the rain all morning and you know, dealt with that for the first real time of paying attention to it. Like I said, you know, it's rained on the car before, but I haven't really paid attention to it for the purposes of how does the car act in the rain. It did really well. Again, it's heavy, so it feels good in the rain. The one issue I figured out that this car has is that the wipers suck. So I'm gonna have to replace the wipers probably this weekend. It was not good with the temperature being low and the rain being cold and just everything with the weather situation this morning. The bad wipers just made it a mess. It was hard to drive at times with the glare and the streaks on the window. So I'm gonna have to get the car washed, get the glass treated, and get some new wipers, because man, it was tough. It was tough this morning to see past them at times. But overall, the car performed really well in the rain. I'm happy to know that it's going to be when the spring gets wet, as it often does here. You know, the Leaf isn't going to be a problem in that. So all things good on the Leaf front. In the comments, I had somebody ask a question about what the battery life is like sitting in traffic. And I will tell you that today I have been stuck in traffic trying to get to dinner with the wife and kid. And it is actually, I've had some battery loss from sitting in traffic today. In terms of what I'm using, the climate control is off. I had the radio on. Seat heater is on. No windshield wipers at this point. The lights on the car are on. But it's been stop and go. Haven't had much of a chance to, you know, hold a steady speed for, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes maybe. And as such, yeah, I've lost, I don't know, like, probably an extra 2 or 3% at this point. And probably 3 or 4 miles. Yeah, it's kind of lousy, actually. The way this traffic has been today, plus the cold, plus the wind, everything kind of coming together to make this trip kind of a pain in the ass. But it's going to be fine. No concerns on my part about whether I'm going to make it where I'm going, or, you know, if I'll make it home. I'm close to home, so no issues there. But yeah, the question came up: does sitting in traffic affect the battery? The answer is, I guess it can.
I felt like my eyes crossed.
With the rain and the cold and the wind, which, mind you, not even that cold, but it's saying I'm going to get 43 miles on an 80% charge. It's the worst range I've ever gotten out of this car. That really sucks. Catching up on wrestling for the week. It's very important. Made it home, no problem, no issues. It does kind of suck the range with the weather today, but I guess it's okay. It's always an adventure driving in new conditions and seeing how the car is going to react, so I like to overreact about it. But it was crazy today to see it drop off like that. I was running the rear defrost and didn't realize it, and I think that probably caused part of the problem. I guess I must have turned it on when I turned on the defrost on the front. So the rear defrost was running when that battery hit that lowest amount, whatever it was, 17% or something like that. I think I ended up at like 14 or 15% when I got home. I switched the radio screen over to the battery indicator, and it came on and said that the rear defrost had shut off. So I guess that was running for a while. So I guess maybe I caused a little bit of the problem myself. But, you know, it was cold today. Ran the heat, ran the seat heaters, windshield wipers, rear defrost, a little bit of everything. So not surprising to see that much battery drain off, especially with the wind. If you noticed in the beginning of the video, I commented that there was some wind, but not a lot. At the end of the day, there was a lot of wind. It was really hard to drive. But ended up okay. Never an issue getting back. So we made it. We're doing good. yeah, that's it.